Dennis Simpson here from the beautiful shores of Lake DeSoto in Hot Springs Village, Arkansas, telling you 7 ways how to make great photographs. Okay, great ideas. Look, you say, well, Dennis, I have a smartphone. I can make photographs. They may not look like these. Look. Seriously, Diane and I over the past 13, 14 years have taken tens of thousands of photographs. And I'm not bragging. We just practice at it. But the number one reason, the number one thing, if you don't do anything else on this list, do this one thing. Do this one thing. Clean your lens. You say, Dennis, I'm not going to spit on my lens. Okay, spit on your lens. Just take a little moisture, however you get it. Moisture from a can that's got water on the side of it or something. Take that, take a clean linen or moist or paper towel, and just wipe off the lens. A lot of new cameras will actually say, when you go to take a selfie, you'll get ready to take the selfie, and it says, please clean your lens, the one on the front looking at you, to make a better picture. Yeah, it's a great idea. Seriously, because new cameras, you know, we used to all have 35 millimeters, or we had the Kodak Instamatic or whatever, and you never touched the lens. You never came close to the lens. Well, now the lens is in your back pocket. It's sitting over beside drooling babies or whatever. This happens a lot. The camera lenses just get dirty. They get oil. I don't know where it comes from, but they just get oil and all kinds of things. Number one, clean your lens. Numero 2. Is he there? No. Okay. Hey, what number is that? Yeah. Number 5. We'll be to that one in a minute. Be prepared. We'll come back. Number 2, move your butt. No, I don't want to get in front of all those people and take a picture. Then you'll never get a good picture. I mean, it's that simple. It really is. You go to a basketball game, your kids are playing, your grandkids are playing, and you say, well, I'll just sit here and I can just zoom in. Let me explain how that works real quick. Inside this camera, inside all modern cameras, is what's called a CCD, a charged coupled device. It's a little bitty membrane of silicone that actually receives the images inside there. And you say, okay, so what? Well, that's the image that you see. When you take and pinch and zoom out, you do this on your CCD. Instead of using this piece of film where it looks pretty good, you use this piece of film. Instead of using 3/16 of an inch, you use a 16th or a 32nd of your lens to take that picture. It's never going to work out. It's never going to work out, peer review. Get your feet up on your feet, move your butt over there, get close to them. You say, well, I got to zoom in a little. Okay, yeah. Zoom in 1 or 2 times or 3 times. That's okay. You usually won't see that much, and it doesn't matter. You zoom in 20 times, you zoom in 50 times. This, back behind me, turns into mud if you do that. Number 2, move your butt. Number 3, smile. Look, I know I'm making light of this situation, but I'm serious. Had a professional photographer, John LeMay, 45 years ago, said, give me a smile, Dennis. I'm like, oh, okay. Kind of an anemic smile. No, give me a smile. Number 1, how do you smile? You take a deep breath, a very deep breath. Maybe a couple. And then pick a number from 1 to 10. 10. 1. Determine what you're going to do. Pick a number in between there. You say, well, I don't want to, no, if nothing else, if you don't want to play that game, if you don't want to, I don't want false reactions or whatever, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But if you want great photographs, remind your subjects to smile and take a breath. Because I swear, every time, and Diane and I have done this for literally 14 years, it's easier to smile after you take a breath. How about that, huh? Number 4. Yeah, this one's going to get a little techie, but it's not that much of a problem. I love vintage electronics. I love vintage computers. I love vintage everything, stereos, cameras, everything. But once in a while, there's a change. Like this. This is a change. This camera will say it has AI. It really doesn't. It has an algorithm that looks at my face, it looks at the mid distance, it looks at the far distance, and it balances all those out together. As you'll see, I'm going to give you some demos here. Diane and I use the Samsung S23 Ultra. They're up to the S25. It's great. The 23 was the breaking point when it really started. I took a picture of Diane in New Orleans leaning in front of a window. You've done this, right? The window has tons of light coming in. And then there's a subject here, like me, and the subject is black and the window is beautiful light. Or the sun is burned out, the window's burned out, and the subject's right. No. My Samsung S23 will take and adjust the background. It will compensate and make the background. It's Dennis and Diana, and we're going to show you why we love these phones. Now, here's a picture of Diane. Looks great, right? Watch this. Here's what it really looked like until it puts the page back in. Is that not stinking amazing? It literally photoshops it in front of your eyes. Thanks. This camera does exactly the same thing. You say, what's the point, Dennis? This camera you're looking at right now is an Insta360 Ace 2. Insta360 Ace 2, which is what we shoot virtually all of these shows on. $400. I'm going to say it again. Ultra 4K or Ultra 8K, 100 frames a second, AI built in, fantastic pictures, tons of modes, Bluetooth, you name it, $400. $400. It really doesn't get much better than that. The Samsungs are not cheap, but the point I'm getting at is using old vintage electronics is not going to give you this picture. Ever. Using new electronics, typically in the last 3 to 4 years, yeah. And I would call it AI or auto compensation or whatever you want to call it. You'll see it and it looks like magic. Number 5, be ready. And I'm not exaggerating. I joke with Diane about this all the time. Be ready. Get your camera ready. Well, I don't know what's going to... No. We're standing here. We're at the shore. The kids are running and jumping. They're laughing and playing. They're having a great time. Get your camera out and get ready. Learn to know when those moments are going to happen. They won't surprise you, I promise. You'll get used to thinking, okay, well, I bet something's going to happen now because the kids are... Yeah. Number 6, burn film. Digits, megabytes, pixels. Yeah, burn pixels. So let me explain. When I was a kid, I was a big photography buff, and I loved to know about cameras. And it was not lost on me that most true photographers, most professional photographers would have 3 cameras around their neck at any time. And I'm not exaggerating. They would have one with an extremely high ISO, which means it accepts a lot of light. And a lot of times they would shoot it in black and white. And they would have a black and white with really, really high fast film on it. So even if it was a low light situation, they could get a good picture in black and white at least. Then they would have a color, and then they would have a gorgeous color. So which one is the best camera for you? It's the one you have with you. The camera you got at home, it don't do you no good. It don't do you no good at all. Use the camera with you and get used to it. I have a probably $1,000 DSLR. That's the old 35 millimeter, but this is updated with all the new bells and whistles, with all the everything. And I just can't bring myself to use it because I don't want to learn it. These little cameras, on the other hand, man, you see the results. I can hardly go wrong. Why am I going to learn another camera when this one, yeah, you get the drift. And I could do this in 8K or 4K. But my point about burning film, as I call it, when we were kids, you would have a 24 roll of film or a 12 roll of film, and you would be so careful. Well, I don't want to take that picture, and so you don't want to take that picture. I'm not saying it's free, but it's kind of free these days. I mean, the phone that I use has 256 gigs of data. That is roughly 55,000 photographs. Yeah. Burn film. Do it all the time. Remember me telling you about which camera to use? Remember me telling you about photographers that had 3 and 4 cameras on their neck at a time? They realized that the perfect moment didn't wait for when they had the perfect camera or the perfect film. They realized that in their occupancy, at least that time, in their job at that time, film was cheap. Not exactly, but you get my point. It was the cheapest commodity they had. Time, money, travel to get back there, to go to the horse races, to take more shots, to whatever. Film became cheap. Nowadays, film is zero. I mean, when was the last time you took a picture of something on your phone and you had to pay? It's zero. Take a lot of photos. I'm going to give you the professional term real quick. The professionals used a term called bracketing, and that is they would let the meter shoot what the meter thought. They would shoot a third under, they would shoot a third over, and then maybe they would shoot even a fifth on both sides. They might shoot 6 photographs of the same thing just to get the perfect photograph, because in the photo lab, they were going to adjust it or bump it or whatever. Yeah. Burn film. Use a lot of photographs. Use a lot of all you want. And the last one, which may be one of the more important ones, the golden hour. If you've ever heard that term, the golden hour refers to when the sun starts setting. So we have a globe, and the sun's beginning to set, and the sun is shooting its rays this way, not this way at noon, but shooting this way or this way. And the further it shoots through the atmosphere, the later in the sunset hour that you get, the more magnificent colors you get, because the sun is coming through all these layers of atmosphere as opposed to coming straight down. We call it the golden hour. There is, however, a tiny catch, and that is as the light goes down, so does the color. So to a point, well, on your film, I should say. So as the light goes down, the perception that you can get of the color goes down. There's a diminishing point of return. So let's say the sun's going to set at 7 o'clock at night. Okay, well, at 5:45, it'll be kind of nice lighting, and that'll be good. And then the water looks okay, and it has a little reflection on it, kind of a Mediterranean thing going on. And then at 6, it's good. And at 6:15, it's great. And at 6:30, you're thinking, boy, this is really good. And the sun goes down at 7, and you're, wow, these were great colors. And 7:15, you're still taking great photographs. You say this is not an hour. It's that window that we call it. 7:15, the sun is down. The sun is bouncing over the horizon, hitting the atmosphere and coming back down. It's a diffused light. It's the softest, most beautiful, gentle light of the day. At 7:20, you take the most beautiful photo you've ever taken. The colors are immaculate. The AI or the algorithm in the phone or the camera is glossing it over. It's just gorgeous. At 7:35, it becomes black and white. It just literally falls off the cliff. Literally. So just pay attention. Watch. Be ready for the golden hour. You want to bracket some of these things. Let me come through them again one more time. Clean your stinking lens. Number 2, move your stinking butt. Number 3, smile. 1 to 10. Maybe you'd have a good time. Maybe that would, you know what? Something about taking a deep breath makes it easier to smile. Something about taking a deep breath makes it easier to enjoy. Don't forget new equipment. I'm telling you, these new AIs and the new algorithm stuff is beyond the hook. Number 5, be ready. I'm hoping our little Hummingbird comes back because I'm being ready for him. Number 6, burn film. Use all the digital pictures you want. Take them, burn them, go, do them. Because you can delete them later and it doesn't cost you a dime. And then be ready for the golden hour. Dennis Simpson with your top 7 tips to make great photographs. Hope we see you out at the golden hour. today. 501-617-9747. Whether you're buying, selling, or just considering. Oh, we don't need a realtor yet. Yes, you do. Don't delay. Call Janae. 501-617-9747.
Hot Springs Village Venues is brought to you by KVRE at 92.9 and streaming worldwide on iHeartRadio. KVRE is your family-owned local hometown radio station, so be sure and tune in for live local programming, news, sports, and information every day at 92.9. HSV Radio. HSV Radio is heard every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. or streaming on any of the major platforms. Hot Springs Village Radio is an eclectic mix of music, motivation, great music history, and Saturday morning fun. Join us every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. 92.9. And brought to you by the Hot Springs Village Voice, Hot Springs Village only newspaper, also serving all of Saline and Garland County. Your local newspaper for local events. No one else has more local news than the Hot Springs Village Voice about the Hot Springs Village area. Sign up today at hsvvoice.com or call 501-623-6397. Again, that's 501-623-6397. Located at 3576 North Highway 7 in Hot Springs Village, Arkansas, just in front of Walmart. Brought to you by Gotta Go Vacations. www.gottagovacations.com. Troy Woods and Patrick Cunningham at 501-204-4805 can help you with any of your travel needs. Patrick and Troy have been airline stewards for decades, and their experience and their travel can serve you well. GottaGoVacations.com, again, that's GottaGoVacations.com, can help you book the perfect tour for you, whether it's a riverboat cruise up the Mississippi or the Rhine. These guys are who you need to call. 501-204-4805. Troy or Patrick, 501-204-4805. GottaGoVacations.com. D&D Village Properties. Hot Springs Village only short-term rental with over 2,100 five-star reviews. All properties are lakefront. They include complimentary kayaks, hot tub, pet-friendly, and a stunning view of the lake. Visit DD Village Prop today for your vacation getaway.